growing up, we wanted to be like Young Boys Incorporated. All them dudes had money, women, clothes, and fly whips. But more than anything, they had respect.
That's my car. Oh, it ain't, fool. It's my boss's. And one day, I'm gonna have one just like it.
Meech, you coming or what? Letting my brother in the car with me that day took us on a journey beyond our wildest imaginations.
I'm the king of rock, the hit.
I'm Sari Cohen with Hollywood First Look. I'm really excited because right now I've got with me Russell Hornsby, one of the stars of the new Starz show, BMF. Good morning, Russell.
Good morning, Sari. How are you?
I'm great. This show is based off of true events. You play the patriarch. Talk to me a little bit about how you developed this character.
Well, you have the good fortune of dealing with a character that was living and breathing, and so I was able to speak to Miss Lucille Flenory and their daughter, Nicole, just about who Charles Flennery was, what he was like as a father, what he was like as a husband, and what he was like as a man. And I took some of the information that I received that fell in line of some of the images that I had, for Charles, and also some of the men that I grew up around as well. And so you sort of take that and put it in a bowl and put it in a stew, make a little gumbo, and make sure all the seasonings, are right.
Tell me a little bit about the importance of music in the show and specifically its effect on Detroit.
Like it represents the time we were in, so it just brings you back. If you're from Detroit, especially from Detroit, even all over the world, you remember when that music was played, and it takes you back into that time. If you were born, because I wasn't born in the 80s, but however, if you were, it was like, okay, bam, bam, woo, woo. So I think that it was more important. So, cause it brings you back into that time. Detroit has its own music scene, period. Like we have our own celebrities, our own everything. We're crazy. Like we like what we like here. So Detroit always have that time where, like we're listening to stuff that the rest of the world is not listening to.
I think it has a great history. I think we should not overlook the strength of Motown. We should not overlook the strength of the car industry in Detroit. We should not overlook the migration of African Americans from the South. That they stopped in Chicago and then they stopped in Detroit, and they sort of gave a birthplace to these Midwest cities. Also, when you're a Midwest city, you sort of get overlooked if you're out here in Los Angeles or New York, and so you got a little brash, you got a little edge to you. And I think that is signified, hopefully, in what you see in BMF. You can see that brash, you can see that Detroit swagger.
Yeah, Detroit just illustrates a type of environment that a lot of Black kids like myself come out of and overcame with different goals and things that they aspired to do. So the fact that they came out of Detroit with all the culture that they brought and revenue towards it, it's just amazing that they came out of that and what they were given, what they settled for.
Eric, I want to talk to you, man. You have such a versatile resume. I'm curious about this character in particular and really what stands out about him to you.
I guess I like liking all the characters that I play. So I just have to find what I like about that person and kind of just go with that. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Demetrius, this is your debut. I feel like you are just a natural at this. What was it like stepping into the role of your father?
It was really it was amazing, and it was crazy at the same time because I had to learn what acting was, but at the same time I had to learn my dad, and I had to, be my dad in unimaginary circumstances. But I got to learn a lot about my dad that I didn't know, and I had to learn how to act, and that in itself, I had to really study long days and really understand the foundation of acting before I could just go out and play anybody,
It's one thing to do a show about two living legends, but then when both of those legends are kind of like incarcerated and you only get like 10 minutes of phone time, and when you go visit him, you get 6 hours, but you can't take a pen or a pad. So I would run to my car and scribble down everything I could remember, you know, and then, you know, to get to this point where we even have the opportunity to cast new talent, and that new talent is his son. I mean, again, this is the most rewarding experience.
BMF premieres on Starz on September 26th. Everyone, make sure you check it out. I'm Sari Cohen. I'll see you next time.
We had to fight for that shit. It's the same way as us fighting for our independence in this game, man. So what you saying? We're gonna be kings, T. Kings of the mother D.
You gonna end up in jail or dead.
I promise you one thing. I will do better protecting this family.
Keep on rock, keep on rock.